Good morning and welcome to Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson. I am really excited today. Today is, Tuesday, February 27th, and we're going to get started with the news. I realized something yesterday that when I was sharing some of the video clips, there was no audio. I apologize for that. We are going to fix that today, and I think it was a streaming issue, but here we go. With the news today, we're going to share my screen, and here we go. There we go. Should have that all sorted out now. Let's go into the news. Here we go. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it here. And let me just move myself out of the way. Here we go. Okay. So the news, tech news today, starting off with AI can predict Alzheimer's disease up to 7 years before symptoms appear. Now, obviously, this is great news for everyone. And obviously, we're starting to see this kind of renaissance of artificial intelligence being used for science, material research, medical research, protein folding. We're starting to see this all over the place, and I'm really excited for things like this. I mean, if we can predict Alzheimer's, we can start to make corrective actions. If we can predict, have instead of healthcare as we know it, where we treat people when they're sick, maybe we can prepare people better and give people better diets or more exercise or whatever it is that will keep them healthy longer rather than treat them when they're sick. I think that's a better option for us. This is really cool. This is a phone, hybrid AI phone from Deutsche Telekom. They showed this at Mobile World Congress this week. It's Brain AI and Qualcomm. And I won't get into it too much, but basically what it is, it's instead of using apps, you just have an AI that creates the app on the fly. And I can't tell you how important this is. It's super cool. So as he's talking here, he's saying, book me a flight from New York to San Francisco. And that interface that you see there didn't exist before. It's not an app that he's not pulling from Expedia. It's pulling from the entire internet and creating the interface on the fly as required. And that's just really, really, really cool technology. Okay, on to space technology. The first private Moonlander touches down on the lunar surface. I don't know that this was overly successful because he tipped over, and now it's they're struggling to try to figure out how to make it all work. But it is pretty cool that we sent for the first time in 50 years we sent up a Moonlander, and it tipped over. I can't figure out why we were able to do this 50 years ago, but we can't do it today. But anyway, you can do some research on that and figure it out. Maybe you can help them with some AI guidance chips or something. This is neat. Neurosciencenews.com. Wearable tech reads human emotions. Okay, so when you wear your Apple Vision Pro or your Oculus Pro goggles or the VR glasses, they have eye tracking in them. The Oculus one actually has face tracking as well, so it can track your movements of your face. And if wearable tech can read our emotions, obviously this is good for some things, and maybe we're doing it for medical training and stuff like this, but what happens when that data gets in the hands of the wrong people, or maybe in the hands of the right people that just want to sell you more stuff? And I don't know, it just feels like maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Okay, on to things we should be doing. First, gene-edited meat will come from disease-proof CRISPR pigs. Pigs that have been given genetically engineered immunity to porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, a major and costly disease. So being able to prevent the disease without antibiotics is obviously huge. And my undergrad, actually, I did molecular biology in undergrad, and we were studying porcine or pig DNA for intramuscular fat content, because right now, before you had to measure intramuscular fat content, you had to slaughter the pig to do it. And so then how do you breed the pig that you just killed? So technology has come an enormous way, and now we're able to prevent disease using this. So that's super cool. Next, dual energy harvesting device could power the future of wireless medical devices. This is really, really interesting. They're actually able to take power from the world around you and your movements, some solar, as well as a bunch of other things. And they're actually being able to create a magnetic field from ultrasound sources. And that will really actually create enough power to sustain like a pacemaker or something like that. So we'll see where this goes. That could be awesome, because if you don't need batteries, this thing lasts forever, right? Now, back in January, or actually December 31st, I did 24 technology predictions for 2024. And, the rise of AI retailer influencer bots, that came true on January 9th. AI specific hardware for real time local processing was number two. And that's come true. NVIDIA released their RTX chat will run on your personal device. And also, as of today, Qualcomm announced their device on chip. So on device AI is here, and they announced this at Mobile World Congress, obviously just happening right now. And Mobile World Congress, they announced their AI hub with 75 optimized AI models. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, on device AI. So they're actually making chips now that will process AI locally. I can't tell you how incredible the progress has been. I mean, we went from, entire server farms training LLMs to now you can have an LLM on your phone. Super cool. So watch this in the future. This is really neat. The government or the Ministry of Culture for Saudi Arabia built this really cool experience where you can walk through the history of Saudi Arabia in a virtual world. It is live. I'll put the links. All the links will be in the chat there. So it's really beautiful. Actually, I went through. There's AI generated videos explaining the history and where they got oil from. And it's just a really, really great way to tell a story. It's a long hallway. It's dark. You can walk up to anything. There's interactive elements. I just thought, what a great way to show the history of an area. So Samsung is unveiling, or just unveiled at Mobile World Congress, their Galaxy Ring. So their Galaxy Ring, I assume, is going to be a competitor to the Aura Ring, which I guess they're mentioning here as well. And so it will come in three colors: platinum, silver, and gold. And they're going to be making this so that you can measure your health data and I guess put it to your Samsung phone. I don't know how that's going to work with lawsuits and stuff. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe there's no patents on wearable health rings. We shall see. Speaking of telcos, SK Telecom in South Korea is partnering with Perplexity. Perplexity is an AI app that's more like a search engine than it is ChatGPT. So you can have it write stuff. Actually, I'll just show you a quick. Perplexity.ai. You can go in here and you can say, give me 5 points on how AI will revolutionize education. There we go. And it'll give you that. But one thing that it does that ChatGPT doesn't do, which I think is really cool, it'll give you this information. It won't write you a whole book about it. That's where you take this and you put it into ChatGPT and say, write me a book, but gives you the information, but it also cites it. So you can click here and you can get the information from where it found that information. So it's really helpful. It's not like ChatGPT where it'll hallucinate. It'll actually just give you the information that you need. So that's pretty cool. Now, on another side of the world, you have Microsoft partnering with French AI company Mistol. And you're seeing Microsoft hedging their bets. They put a big investment into OpenAI. They've invested in other large language models, and they're investing in Mistol for their large language model for chat as well. So we shall see. The good thing about Mistol is it's a multi-language, or multilingual rather, and so you can have it in any different language. And I think this is more of a European context. And actually, there's your kind of performance scores: GPT, Mistral. Can't remember what that one is. What is it? I can't remember now. Let me know in the chat. Anthropic, I think it is. Gemini, GPT-3. And so we're just getting better and better and better and better and better. And so, yeah, hedge your bets on the LLMs. Now, speaking of LLMs for work, Amazon is warning their employees not to use generative AI for work because people are taking business secrets and dropping them into ChatGPT. And Amazon is warning employees not to use third-party generative AI tools for work. While we find ourselves using Gen AI tools, especially when it seems to make life easier, we should not use it for confidential Amazon work. So, we're in a weird time right now. Speaking of weird times, this is really terrible. Venture capitalists, VCs, if you're watching this, you can do better. LPs and family offices and high net worth individuals who are investing in VCs, you must demand better. Funding to Black founders dropped even more than the market. It was already a fraction of a percent. We're less than 2% goes to Black founders. And so we're already in a very small amount. Last year, 2023, only $750 million. $705 million made it into Black founded startups. This is ridiculous. So VCs, you can do better. LPs and family offices and high net worth people, you must demand better from your venture capital partners. Now, on that, I'm going to stop sharing for just a second because I want to share a video that's a little bit more fun here. And here we go, share screen. I got to share my tab. And this is super fun. We're going to share the audio for this one. And this was on Jimmy Kimmel Live yesterday. And
Yeah, you can sit right up there. So do you know anything about these?
Just that a little bit.
And so what it is you put them on. Siri, because it connects to Siri, will be talking to you, and you can talk back, okay. And then it should be kind of interactive.
Hello, Mickey.
Hello.
Welcome to Apple Vision Pro.
Thank you.
Mickey, you say, Apple, please calibrate.
Apple, please calibrate.
Mickey, look left. Mickey, look right. Calibration complete. Good job, Mickey.
Thank you.
Mickey, say Apple, please butterflies.
Apple, please butterflies. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'll leave it at this.
Like
you have to watch the whole thing
What
because it's absolutely hilarious. And I think it's one of those things where, they're just making fun of the fact that, this, and the whole video goes on. She has no idea. And you got to check it out. Make sure you watch the whole video. And yeah, that's awesome. I want to just say one last thing. If you want to connect with me, I'm just going to share this screen quickly here. If you want to connect with me, my link tree is there. All my links for the different organizations that I work with are there, my startups as well. And my email is just alan@metaverse.com, METAVRSE. Please reach out to me, add me on LinkedIn, put the comments below in the LinkedIn Live, put it in the YouTube Live, and I'll put all the links to all the things from today. And we'll see you again tomorrow, 10 a.m. every weekday for Daily Tech News. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace.